All this talk of nuclear warfare between India and Pakistan, did you know that even though India built its nuclear weapons ethically, indigenously and with full transparency, while Pakistan literally stole nuclear technology and sold it on the black market, it was India that faced harsher international condemnation and sanctions. It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Look, this video is not going to be about nuclear physics, it's about geopolitics, it's about the hypocrisy of the West, and it's about how the West has treated India and Pakistan very, very differently, and why we need to remember that. So watch till the end. India's nuclear program began with peaceful intentions. Under the leadership of scientists like Homi Bhabha and Vikram Sarabhai, we pursued atomic energy for development and not for destruction. But after China's nuclear test in 1964 and the 1962 war that exposed our vulnerabilities, we realized that peace cannot survive without power, especially when there is this Chinese dragon right above our heads. And so in 1974, India tested its very first nuclear device, codenamed as Smiling Buddha. It was described as a PNE, which is a peaceful nuclear explosion. We refused to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty because it was fundamentally unjust. So what the NPT did is that it froze the world into two groups, the nuclear haves and the have-nots, and told countries like India to stay disarmed while others remained armed. It was nuclear apartheid, and I've mentioned all of the details in the pinned comment. But still, our test was done openly. We didn't steal technology, we didn't buy it off the black market, we did the hard work. We paid the scientific and economic price to become self-reliant, and for that we were punished. The US imposed immediate economic sanctions on India. President Bill Clinton called our 1998 nuclear test a terrible mistake and enforced the Glenn Amendment, cutting off aids, loans and exports. The Nuclear Suppliers Group, or the NSG, was literally formed in 1975 with the specific goal of isolating India. For decades, India was denied access to uranium, to civilian reactors and to even dual-use technology. Now let's talk about Pakistan. While India followed a legal and transparent path, Pakistan's nuclear program was built on espionage, theft and deception. The program took off in the 1970s when a Pakistani scientist named Abdul Qadir Khan stole classified centrifuge claims from Urenco, which is a Dutch nuclear company. He smuggled those blueprints back to Pakistan and built the Kahuta research laboratories and secretly developed enriched uranium capability. The entire Pakistani program was built covertly, funded by Middle Eastern regimes like Saudi Arabia and Libya. It relied on smuggled parts, stolen designs and a global underground network, and it did not stop there. In the 1990s and 2000s, AQ Khan was revealed to have run an international black market selling nuclear secrets to Iran, Libya and North Korea. It was the most dangerous case of nuclear proliferation that the world had ever seen. And yet what was America's reaction? Almost nothing. Why? Because Pakistan was strategically useful. During the Cold War, they helped the US fight the Soviets and Afghanistan. That utility brought them immunity, and therefore sanctions were lifted, aid continued, and even after AQ Khan was exposed, he was never tried or punished internationally. He was placed under house arrest and then quietly released in Pakistan, and he was hailed as a hero. Meanwhile, India, the world's largest democracy with a clean record, was still being denied access to technology. The double standard is absolutely undeniable.